Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is year 7 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoyed the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a transcript can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection is from Surah 23, Al-Muminun, or the Believers, verses 1 through 22. These verses cover the characteristics of true believers, the creation of humanity, and the purpose of heaven and earth. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Indeed, successful are those believers who are humble in their salat or prayers, who avoid vain talk, who are punctual in the payment of zakat or charity, who guard themselves except from their spouses or those whom their right hand possesses, for in that case they shall not be blamed. Those who seek to go beyond that in lust are the ones who are the transgressors. Also successful are those who are true to their trust and covenants, and who are diligent about their prayers. These are the heirs who will inherit paradise and live therein forever. Indeed, we have created man from an extract of clay, then placed him as a drop of semen in a firm resting place, then changed the semen into a leech-like mass, then the leech-like mass into a fetus lump, then the fetus lump into bones, then clothed the bones with flesh, and then we brought him forth as quite a different creature from the embryo. So blessed is Allah, the best of all creators. Then after living for a while you shall all die, then most surely you shall be raised to life again on the day of resurrection. We have made 7 avenues or heavens above you, and we are never unmindful of our creation. We send down water from the sky according to a due measure. Then we cause it to settle in the soil. You should know that if we please, we are certainly able to take it away. Then with it, we cause to grow gardens of palm trees and dates for you, yielding abundant fruit of which you eat, and also a tree which grows from Mount Sinai, which produces oil and relish as a food for those who like to eat it. In cattle too there is a lesson for you. From within their bodies we produce milk for you to drink. Besides this, you gain numerous other benefits. Some of them you eat, yet on others as well as on ships you ride. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Thank you, and be well.